Previously on
we
Hunting with Tripler.
Yeah, hi.
Now we've talked.
So I'm the guy that missed out on, what was it? The Zelda.
The Zelda?
British Cat.
I just took all this stuff off and what's in the box is probably what's worth the most.
What is happening, folks? Welcome to Hunting with Tripler, where this part-time reseller went out to a garage sale and bought a whole bunch of stuff that I know so very little about. And then I spent the other half of the episode fixing up a whole bunch of controllers to sell them just in time for Christmas. Check this out.
I collect so many things. Would you like to share this journey with me? I will show you the prizes I got today. So come along with me, come on and join in the chase. Yeah!
How often do you guys go out sourcing, buying things, testing the waters, testing the market? You don't know enough about the item, and yes, there might be comps online, but you just don't know enough to be able to price it accordingly. And that's definitely the case for sports cards. And in this case, I bought a whole bunch of wrestling cards. A fraction of this man's collection, but I did buy a pretty decent chunk of it, and now I'm sitting on it going, I think it's worth money. How do I sell it? The second half of the episode, I redeem myself where I actually do fix 10 GameCube controllers, what looked pretty rough, into something really nice. I basically take you step by step through that entire process, and it'll be somewhat enjoyable because it's a lot of fast forwarding. So sit back and relax. I think this episode will be pleasant.
And if I took the stuff here too. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. My kids just throw it around anywhere. They throw it everywhere. Okay. What if I say like $60? Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair for me. I think that's fair for you guys. I feel good about it. Awesome. don't know. Like $80. Sorry, back then I have no idea what it really gets. Hello. Hey guys, what's happening? Yeah. No.
Guys, it was a very good weekend, and let me walk you through all the various collectibles and electronics and just all sorts of stuff that I got. If you're a viewer and you know something about this, I would love to be educated, because this is one of those categories where I know so little about, but I couldn't help myself because the lot was so inexpensive. I didn't spend much money this weekend. I think in total I spent around, it was like $250 total for everything I got here. So let's flip it around and take a look. Here are the cards, and it's a massive amount of wrestling cards, both vintage from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, all the way up until last year. I mean, he's got them organized by set, by individual wrestler, and some of them are in really nice cases. Some of them are simply just in plastic sleeves or loose. But I definitely recognized that there was a lot of good stuff here. And again, for the price I paid, it just was completely worth it. If you have a wrestler in mind, you might as well just ask me, because I probably have it. 25 years of collecting is not consolidated to just what you see here. There were probably 15 other bins. I just couldn't imagine taking all of it. So I took a small set. There were a few other random cards off to the left, some baseball, nothing notable there. A little bit of Magic. So the ones that I saw that were in the nicer cases, this one here. And I've already looked these up, and I don't think they're worth a whole lot. I don't think. Interesting. This is an authentic event-worn sweatpants that are cut and then affixed to the cards themselves. And then here's another one here. I mean, that's kind of cool to create cards based on the individual outfit. And then this was unique as well. These are Dale Earnhardt quarters, and it's a set, I think, of 8 or 10. Here's 4 of them, ranging all the way back from the 80s. So I got all that, and I paid a total of, I think it was either 60 or 80, and I don't remember. I'm gonna say 80 just because I'd rather be on the high side than the low. These were the in-box wrestling / just random action figures. JSA, a Batista, Buffy, Ultimate Warrior. That's got a little bit of shelf wear there. But this one is signed, and I believe it's signed because he has a card over there that has Chris Sabin's signature as well. So I wonder if this one is worth decent money now that it's signed. A couple of Cartman Beefcake action figure here. And these were looking like they were worth pretty decent money. And then this one here, I think this one was going for 60 to 75 as well. The first sale of the day, I picked up what's a charger for DeWalt, which is great, an OEM battery, a whole bunch of military clothing, backpacks, vests, you name it, it's all here. And for the most part,
I just took a chance on all of this because I think somebody might buy all of it. I'm not exactly sure what I have here, but I do know military clothing can be worth pretty decent money. These were the paintball guns I picked up. A Spider, which is just, I think, a late 90s model. And then this Stealth, which I've never heard of this brand. I did look up comps on eBay. I couldn't find this particular one, but this one might be worth more than this one. But between the two of them, I should be able to get all of my money back. And then I'll have all this clothing basically to work with and sell for effectively nothing. So doing my best to see what I can learn about military clothing and wondering if I can wash it because it doesn't smell all that great. Can I wash some of this stuff? I would really appreciate someone stepping up and letting me know. And then the second sale, I picked up this Roto Zip that the exterior box looks, or the case looks pretty rough, but the inside was totally fine. I picked up this DVD Direct, which I did look up comps on this one and it was going for pretty good money. I think this one is like $150 line item, which is just crazy to me. And then the PS3 with the Move controllers, you gotta be happy about that. I mean, I think 3 months ago that was insanely priced, but no notable games, but the PS3 does work. I turned it on, and then I picked up those Keen shoes right there. So all of that was 80 bucks or 60 bucks. It was 60 for sure. So that was a good price for that. Dr. Giggles new sealed and Airheads new sealed. This one unfortunately has a little bit of wear here on the back, which is too bad because this is like a $20 DVD, and I think this one's $15 or $20 as well, sealed. Sweet.
So if you guys have watched my channel, you know that part of my reselling venture is taking things that are seemingly broken or really dirty, making them look as good as possible so that I can maximize my profit. And not everything should be cleaned, not everything should be refurbished. You have to look at the value of the item to know whether or not it's even worth your time. So be cautious of your margins so you always know the value of your time. I took apart 10 GameCube controllers because they were just absolutely filthy. I definitely recommend cleaning controllers like these because in the end it really pays off. When a buyer receives something that doesn't have any dirt or grime anywhere on it, they're genuinely appreciative of the condition that they get it in. So let me take you step by step through this process and hopefully you learn a thing or two about cleaning up some GameCube controllers. Take a look.
I have these 9 controllers already laid out, and you can see pretty much off the bat that the thumbsticks on all of them need to be replaced, and that's the reason why I separated these out from all of my other GameCube controllers. You can see just the thumbsticks are pretty bad. The yellow toggle switch isn't as bad. In fact, I'm going to make an attempt to clean even this one, but I believe I can salvage all of the yellow switches and then just replace the thumbstick. Now, I also did go through the process of identifying if these were pretty loose or if they were tight. All of these were tight. The ones that were loose, I lotted together, intended to sell as a lot on eBay. We're gonna take these, break these down, break them apart, and just show you a very quick process of replacing the thumbstick and cleaning up the yellow on these little toggle switches, and from there, put them back together and sell them on eBay. If you look at the profit margin on this, you know it's worth it.
First step that we're gonna do in this cleaning process is cleaning all the plastic, because the plastic is in just such terrible condition, just from years of being played and worn. I have a couple of other projects that are on the table here that I'm gonna be working on. This one I can't really fail on because one, I've already tested controllers and I know they work. I feel confident enough that I can restore these back to original beauty.
Gross. Look how gross all that is. Terrible. Okay guys, this is also a part that you need to keep in mind when you're doing any kind of cleaning of a controller, is to look at the area where the joystick comes in contact with the board and make sure that you're doing just a light cleaning. I have a soft bristle toothbrush, it's soft, and I also have some isopropyl alcohol. I'm just gonna wipe down these spots, make sure it looks pretty clean, and then move on to the next one. I'll be doing that for all of these controllers. All right, it's time to start cleaning these, which is just super gross. I don't want to do this job, is what I'm saying.
Okay, let the sun do its work.
Just dumped in all of the accessories that I am keeping and just need to wash. As the shells dry outside, the boards are drying inside, and then these will soak for a little while, and I'll be able to, a lot of these I've forgotten how many of the yellow thumb pads were in decent condition, so yeah, that just needs to be wiped down, but that's still good. So fortunately there's enough in there. I should definitely be able to make do with what I've got, and then put these together, call it a day. Dry. I definitely see some spots in areas like deeper inside the screw holes. I'm seeing some where the ones that were really bad still have some dirt, so I'll have to take like a Q-tip or something.
Number one, it's a really hot day, and as I've pulled all of these shells and preparing myself to put them back together, I'm sweating a lot. Let's get to this and turn these into some nice, magical, beautiful looking GameCube controllers. All right guys, and here is the final product. There's 6 right here. There's a couple more over here. There only ended up being 8 from that 9 that I had, and then used the 9th one to be as parts for these 2. This ended up being really great. There are definitely scuffs and things that I just couldn't get out. In terms of how well they play, the thumbsticks are great. All of the buttons look really good, and ultimately they all work. So the good news is I've got 10 here. I actually organize all of my different Nintendo related accessories into these bins here. So I've got NES here, I've got some additional GameCube, more GameCube, and then I have my Super Nintendo down there. This is all Wii related or Wii U. So I've got that stuff here, GameCube, Really running low on these, which is surprising. I have some additional accessories. This is all Wii stuff. Everything is kind of organized and laid out. So I definitely have a nice stack of accessories for any consoles that come in that are missing. And then eventually what I'm just going to do when I get too many, like GameCube controllers like I have right now, I'm just going to start selling some of them off. Great project. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And that was today's episode, folks. These GameCube controllers will definitely be worth the value. Take a look at what one of these controllers looked like before. It was in just terrible condition. Not only was the thumbstick in bad shape, but there was dirt and grime around all of the seams of the controller itself. There's no way I could have done an external clean of this item. I really needed to get inside. And now here is the after. The after looks just absolutely amazing. All of the dirt, all of the grime, the thumbsticks, everything looks really, really good. So again, when a buyer gets something like this, they're gonna be extremely happy because they know, one, it's clean, it's sanitized, and they can play it right away. The garage sale pickups, a lot of them, the toy related, the electronics, some of that stuff I know a lot about. The wrestling cards, I am very curious about what I'm gonna do there. So if any of you who are viewers, if you have an idea of how I could sell them, of course, eBay is the obvious. Now, if any of you viewers are actually interested in this lot, let me know. I would genuinely make a deal with you on it, or put it into a big lot and just let eBay decide its value. Thank you guys again for joining. If you are not a subscriber, please consider becoming one. If you like the content, please hit that like button. I genuinely want to grow the channel, and it takes people like you who are watching this video to do that. So again, thank you for watching, and you know what? I will see you next time. Take care, guys.
Next time on Hunting with Tripler.
How much for the printer here? No?